Okay, hi everybody. I apologize for my voice and everything, and I apologize if I stutter or sound like an idiot. I'm pretty worked up right now, and I had to come out to my ponies, and I just wanted to vent. And they calmed me down. Mr. Moonlight's already coming over to say hi because he's like, something's going on. She's pretty stressed out. So I just got back from a parent-teacher conference for my oldest daughter, Madison. She's in the 10th grade. And she's struggling in language arts. And one of the things that we're struggling with, because she is partially homeschooled and partially public government run school, which I have issues with anyways, they're studying Julius Caesar, Shakespeare, of course. Hi, Chewy. But anyways, what they're supposed to be learning is they're supposed to be learning the analytical use of the English language to compare and contrast the elements like theme, mood, and tone. And then they're also understanding monologue and that information. And my issue that I have is they're trying to learn this new process of the English language, but they're using content that these kids don't understand. We haven't used that kind of language in over 100 years. So I understand about studying Shakespeare. You know, he did complex story, and he has a range of emotions, and he has multi-layered characters. You know, he's this incredible playwright, and I get that, and that's fine to give them a choice to be able to study Shakespeare down the road. But to introduce something new when you're studying the English language, I think that they should be studying something that they understand the content, that they're able to understand the content. It would be like trying to introduce all of your contrast and your elements and your monologue in Spanish. If you don't speak Spanish, how are you supposed to understand that? How are you supposed to give these kids a chance to understand it? And you can't tell me that out of the billions of books that are out there and the millions of authors, that there isn't a complex book out there that is easier to understand and relate to for our kids today. We are trying to get them excited and engaged about reading, but yet we're forcing this down their throats. Oh my God, Shakespeare, in my opinion, is the most boring read, and I'm an avid reader. I'm a ferocious reader. I love reading everything, and it puts me to sleep within a couple minutes, but I don't need to take any NyQuil. By George, all I need to do is start reading some Shakespeare. And you expect these teenagers who have short attention spans anyways to not only grasp a language that we don't use and haven't used, but then also break it down and apply new concepts that you're trying to learn. No. And I brought it up. You know, I told the vice principal that I didn't agree with it. I didn't think it was fair. And she started coming at me a little bit like I was an uneducated person. And I do have some college degrees behind me. And so then when I pointed out the reasons of why I had issues with this, she just started sputtering, well, that's just the way it's been. That's just the way it's been. That's the way the state mandates the rules and regulations. And I said, well, it doesn't mean it's right. Just because it's been a way for 100 years doesn't mean it's right. We need to change some things. We need to evolve, and that includes with our education. And that's a whole nother thing that I'll get off to, because we're just setting our kids up for failure. And then we wonder why they're failing. We're not doing our kids or our young adults any favors by going, well, that's just the way it's always been, and we know better because we're older. Oh, I call bullshit on that. This younger generation has some incredible, mind-boggling ways of looking at things that actually I think us older folks should actually listen to. They're incredible and we need to stop. Things need to change, and the education system in our country just sucks shit. I'm sorry, excuse the language, but it does. I have big issues with our education, and it's no wonder that there's more and more homeschoolers, because our government, and no, it's not a Trump thing. No, it's not an Obama thing, because I already know I'm going to get the Trump haters and the Obama haters on there. It's not. This has been going on. Our government's been going down for a long time. So as far as our education system goes, I think we need to do some changes. So just my 2 opinion from the Colorado writer. I love you guys. Love the youth. I love our country. We just need to make some changes. Peace out. Say peace out. Bye-bye.